Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel for another little radio video. Today is Sunday, April 24th, 2022, and you can see the clock right there. It is 10:37 p.m. or 3:37 UTC. Tonight I'm listening to Radio New Zealand on my Drake R8. It's been a while since I done a video, probably a couple of weeks, and the reason being is the last week and 3 days, my wife and we have been battling a sinus infection and a moderate case of bronchitis. We got tested for COVID, that was negative, so we're both on antibiotics and a steroid to help with all this, and the past week we just been laying around. She's been laying on the couch. I was laying in my recliner. I watched some YouTube, but I haven't done any shortwave listening or videos or anything like that, so that's why it's been for a while. But one of my videos I did was on this box right here, the West Mountain Radio Clear Speech CLR DSP. And this works really good. It's a nice, I have nothing bad to say about it. But I wanted to use it on 2 radios, and I could do that, but I had to put a lot of splitters in the back and stuff because it's only got one jack for one input. Well, I had some recommendations for a BHI box. And I thought, well, it sounds interesting. I've been reading about them and watching videos on YouTube about it, and so I thought I would get one while I have the money right now, and try it out. And here it is right here. This is the BHI ParaPro EQ20B-DSP. Now I know it doesn't say B right there, but this is the B model, and that means that it has the Bluetooth in it. Now there's a model that looks just exactly like this. The only difference is it doesn't do Bluetooth. This one does do the Bluetooth. Now this is a parametric equalizer, not a graphic equalizer. Really lets you fine-tune the bass and treble, the frequencies, plus or minus 10 dB. You can see there. And the bass 100 hertz to 1 kilohertz, or however you say that. You've got 2 inputs. Channel 1 is a mono input. That's what I have my ICOM 8600 on. Channel 2 is another mono input. That's what my Drake R8 is on. You have a stereo input. You can plug in with RCA jacks and a stereo jack. And you have the Bluetooth that allows you to sync your phone, computer, anything that has Bluetooth. You can mate it with this and play whatever you got through this through your speakers. Now I have this hooked up to 2 speakers. There's one, and there's the other one. And what's nice about this is channel 1 and channel 2, which is a mono input, even those play out of both speakers, so you get that nice rich kind of dual speaker sound. And I'll show you the back here in a second, but up here you have the power and the volume, and it says right there, press on off. Just press this, comes on, press it again, turn it off, and then turn it for your volume. There's your bass control, your treble control. There's your DSP noise filter control, continuously adjustable from probably about 7 o'clock to about 5 o'clock. And what I like about this DSP filter in here is you can turn this all the way up if you want to, and you will not get that underwater warbling sound or monkey chatter, as some called it. They got a really nice DSP circuit in here. And here's your plus minus 10 dB bass frequency and treble frequency adjustment, headphone jack, 1/8 headphone jack, when you plug headphones in there, it does mute, or it does disconnect the speakers. It's not very big, a little over 5 inches wide, maybe 3.5 inches tall, something like that. And now you see a little red strip right here. That I put that on there because these 4 LEDs are super bright. I mean, I listen to my radio with just a little desk lamp on, and when this is on channel 1 and that yellow LED is on, it's like somebody shining a big old LED flashlight right in the side of your face. I mean, it's annoyingly bright. So this little red pat line right here is some automotive window tint that I cut and put over those. It's a cling type tint. It's not adhesive. I can peel it off if I want with no problem. It's static cling tint, and I put it over the LEDs to calm that brightness down. And because without it, I mean, it is annoyingly bright. And so let's take a look at the back here real quick. I got the owner's manual, and here's the back. Get some light. Now the speaker outputs are 4mm banana plugs. You see the right and the left, positive, negative. Those are banana plugs, 4mm. You see the 2 RCA jacks there. There's your channel 1 mono, a 1/8 jack, a stereo jack, a channel 2 mono jack, and your power plugs in there, which is normally 12 volts to 13.8, but it's rated up to 15 volts. And this little box, it comes with all kinds of connectors. You got 2 1/8 mono cords, you got a 1/8 stereo cord, you got 4 banana plugs, different adapters. The power cord with a fused power cord. It comes with all the cables you need. They really done a good job of including all cables and connectors and stuff to hook this up. I was really happy to see that. But I'm going to turn my Drake up. Again, we're listening to Radio New Zealand on 15720, and I'm going to turn the volume up here on the DSP, and then I will turn the DSP filter on, and you can hear how good it does. Now, I'm doing this on shortwave because a lot of the videos I see on this, they're doing it on sideband or the hand bands. Well, I'm not a ham operator, and this will give anybody an idea of what it sounds like on shortwave. So let me turn it up. Oh, and this is a Class D amplifier, I guess. It's supposedly 10 watts per channel, or 20 watts per channel, and it's a Class D amplifier. So let's turn it up.
It was quite contested after the 70s and into the 80s. I suppose
now you can hear
the 50th anniversary of the campaign.
You can hear the static in the background because in a couple hours we're supposed to have some thunderstorms roll through, and they're coming, so you can hear the static. And but I'll turn this up, and then I'll turn the DSP on to about 11 o'clock. You can hear it, and then I'll turn it all the way up, and you can hear there's no monkey chatter or water or warbling or anything. So let's try that out.
Private social kind of remembrance. I think what's happened.
Okay, it's off. Now let's turn it on.
The track has become this kind of cultural mythology. What was happening in that post-war generation, I think, was a sense that if Anzac Day was about the veterans, then if they pass away and retire, then the purpose of that commemoration is no longer needed. So there's just a very simple sort of question that New Zealanders are asking in the 60s, which is, well,
there's on. Let's turn it all the way up, see what it does.
It's time to sort of retire Anzac Day. In much the way that something like Remembrance Day, which we officially have in our calendar, November 11th, which marks the armistice, that also had a
See,
sort
it's
of
just there's no
crescendo of
underwater sound or
sort of
warbling
pitch
sound or anything like that,
appeal,
all the
which
way
didn't
up
rise
here.
off after the Second World War. And so there's very much a sense that, yeah, these commemorations have served their purpose.
For me,
There were still parades, though.
I like it around 10, 11 o'clock position. Sometimes I'll go over here at about 1 o'clock. Now, the way you set this is once you go, I've got it going out of the speaker output, the rear speaker output, auxiliary speaker of my Drake and my ICOM. Drake is going to channel 2, ICOM is channel 1. And what you do is you turn the volume up on your receiver until this just doesn't blink, or it blinks very just occasionally blinking. You don't want it to constantly blinking. If it constantly blinks, you've got your volume too high and it's clipping. So you just back it off until it just blinks an occasional blink like that. And then you've got it set. Then you use the volume on this to turn your radio up and down. And but it's a very nice unit. I don't regret getting it. I hooked it up yesterday. I had all this out and ran my speaker wires and put the banana clips or banana plugs on the speaker cables and stuff. And I first plugged it in. I was just half playing with it for a little bit, and I wasn't sure at first, because I just spent 15 minutes with it, and yeah, okay, it works, but I don't know if I'm like it as good as the West Mountain or not. But tonight I came in here, felt a little better. I came in here, turned it on, been playing with some of the equalizer buttons in the DSP and seeing what it can and can't do, and I have to say I really like this one better than the West Mountain radio. And this one is a little more expensive, of course. It's probably more expensive. It costs more than what it's actually worth, but that's the price. That's the thing nowadays. You pay more for stuff than you don't even know if it's worth what you pay for it or not. But it is what it is. But I do not regret getting it. I really like the way the DSP noise filter works. I like the fine tuning of the bass and treble and the bass and treble frequencies. You can really dial it in where it's clear. I really like that, and I just think it's a good unit. I'm not getting paid to do this review for them. I'm not getting sponsored by them. If it was crappy, I would tell you it's crappy. But it's not crappy. It does a good job. Whether you have a new receiver, a old receiver, the Bluetooth syncs right up to your phone or whatever you're syncing with it. Syncs right up, and the total harmonic distortion is low on it, and it's a good unit. Is it worth the price? I don't know, but if you want something nowadays, you gotta pay what they want for it, I guess. But I think it's a good unit. I would recommend it, and I think I'm going to enjoy this one. But it seems like it's really good. But anyway, I'm going to end this video, and I think I'm going to shut these receivers off and go lay down a little bit. A little tired, and but I just want to post a video tonight because it's been a while since I've done one, and I want to thank everybody for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate that. And again, this is the BHI ParaPro EQ20B-DSP Box. So take care, everyone, and I will see you next time.